Hello and welcome to our Easter quiz, everything all about Final Fantasy. Today we have Suit Gomez and Dupe Fort Gaming is the full title, but we call him Dupe here. Welcome on in. Firstly, let's actually introduce the guests of this evening. Suit and Dupe, if you could one by one, please just introduce yourself and your love of Final Fantasy. We'll start with Suit.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Sid Gomez. I started playing Final Fantasy from Final Fantasy 12, and pretty much that's where I got my love from Final Fantasy from, pretty much.
And Dupe?
I'm Dupe. I started playing Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy VII on PC back when it came out, and since then I've played pretty much every mainline Final Fantasy game, and I'm very much loving it. The whole series is good, except for the ones that aren't good.
We all know which one those are.
It's a great start. I actually had to start with Final Fantasy VII on PC. That was my first Final Fantasy as well, because I didn't have a console. So we're both the same in that. And then obviously we have the wonderful Tomato Boris here as our adjudicator and judge. The wonderful
Hello.
Tomato. He will also be doing some fun little audio round for us later as well. There we go.
Wow.
Tomato, would you like to introduce yourself? Some people in chat might not know who Tomato is.
I'm a nerd.
Oh no, I've just pressed 1. That's a great start. Thanks for that, Tomato.
I'm a nerd. I play games.
I've just given you a shout out in chat.
Aw.
So the way that this works, guys in the audience, we'll call you an audience this evening. If you have not taken part in a quiz before, we have an interactive quiz, which is an extension that should be on the screen. There should be a little square on my screen somewhere right now that says Quiz Kit, and you need to manage permissions. So if you haven't done this before, it'll be a thing somewhere on the screen that you will have to do manage permissions for, and then it'll come up on the screen and all of the questions will come up for you, and you have a multiple choice answer. That's the beautiful thing about being in chat right now, is that you will have a choice of 4 answers that you can choose from, and you just press on the screen. As far as I remember, you press on the screen and that will be your response. And you gain points as it goes, and then whoever has the most points will be the winner of chat.
They will have bragging rights.
That is true, they will have bragging rights. Whereas Suit Gomez and Dupe Fort do not have the multiple choice answers. They just have to work it out themselves from the questions that I ask. And that is the difference. The other thing that we have this evening is the way that it runs is that it has a question round, followed by a picture round, followed by an audio round, and then the final round is the buzzer, which you guys in chat cannot take part in because obviously it is a fast-paced round of buzzers, which will be... Suit, could you please maybe example your buzzer for us, please? There we go. And Dupe, your buzzer for this evening?
Hold on. There we go.
That's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one. So there we go, everybody. That's how this evening's quiz will run through. So, first things first, we will start with the question round. I will ask a question, and Suit and Dupe will be writing the responses on their sheet, and then we will reveal the answers on the screen. And I have to also run the quiz for you guys at home. So let me just start running that, or at least setting that one up before we get going.
It feels like I'm in an exam again, and every time I sit on the table, my mind goes blank.
So everybody at home, actually that's not meant to be showing on screen right now. Why is that still showing on screen when I've asked it not to show on screen? I might have to remove that because you guys aren't meant to be able to see things anymore. This is just because this is for Dupe and Suit. They can't be seeing what comes up. Oh,
no, I cannot actually quite read that, so it's fine.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it will be
Discord
different.
window is so small, I have no idea what it says.
Okay, that's okay. It should be okay. That's a different thing. Okay, because the other thing is, guys in chat, you can also flex. So if you're really proud of your answers, you can flex. Apparently
Oh.
that's a thing. But anyway, I think that the rules should be on screen right now for you, and then we will start the game. So
I like how it has to iterate. The player with the highest amount of points at the end wins. That's the first rule.
some games are backwards, and they have the lowest amount of points.
No one cares about golf, H-bomb.
Yeah, no one does. No one does. Mini golf, however.
Yes,
Okay, all right. So
Is there a golf minigame in Final Fantasy? Why isn't there one?
Well,
Oh,
Let's go Blitzball Golf.
let's think about other things and maybe question that later. Right.
Hell no, can you imagine Vivi golfing? Hell yeah!
They should do Final Fantasy golf game. Oh wow, we've gone on a tangent here. You heard it here first, everybody. Yeah, Final Fantasy golf. Let's do it. Right. Okay. Question 1.
Oh my god.
In the original Final Fantasy, you come upon a village of elves called Elfheim. If you explore the town, you will find 3 gravestones, and one of these reference a different franchise's main character. Who is this character? I will ask that question again. In the original Final Fantasy, you come upon a village of elves called Elfheim. If you explore the town, you will find 3 gravestones. One of these reference a different franchise's main character. Who is this character? Okay.
Does it matter if it's the original Final Fantasy?
H-bomb, we can still see the thing.
I know, and I don't know why you can still see the thing. I'm
Have
gonna
you-
have to turn
Now we
off my
cannot.
flexing.
Because they're
Okay, we're
technically
still
two
getting answers. We're still getting it. Okay, that could be okay.
All right.
Tomato, thoughts on their answers? Am I okay to show them?
We've got an answer from Suit and Dupe, but yeah, I can now, just to clarify, not see it on Discord.
Yes,
but-
I've turned. Yes, you can see it on stream.
Yes, but I for some reason
Beautiful.
can't click on anything. I think I'm not participating.
That's... Paul sees all
I'm
the
pretty sure you
things.
can't. You shouldn't participate.
You get the most points out of it. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answers that everybody has given us, as well as chat. You will get your answers now. Oh, Sue, you put it on the top line. Okay, I was really scared then
Oh,
that Sue
sorry.
hadn't put it on the top line. So everybody in chat, you should be getting your answers as well at the same time. Okay. Zessel's made it. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
Yay, Cecil.
Okay, so the answer I have, I love how Suits put 2 here. The answer I have is Link, but we would also accept Erdrick. Was that
Yeah,
the-
Eldrick.
Eldrick?
Yeah.
That's what, because we did question that. So we originally had the answer was going to just be Link, and then Tomato very wisely pointed out, oh, well, actually, there is another one in
Yeah.
there. So Erdrick Cecil has written. Okay. But either way, Suit and you both got a point for that one. So congrats, guys. Question 1 is down. On to question 2. What was that? I love that. Who did that? Was that Dupe?
Did what?
Is there a sound then?
Oh,
Okay.
that was
Someone
my-
redeeming sounds on your stream.
Okay. Right, we'll move on to the next question. I like Paul. What is that? I'm hearing things. Are you guys hearing things?
No.
Oh wow, okay, I've got a ghost in chat again.
Hmm.
Is someone Owen Wilsoning you?
It's not Owen Wilson, it's some other random noise that I have not heard before. It's the
Wow.
flex button,
The
you
flex
guys are
button.
flexing. Oh man, I don't know how to turn the flex sounds off.
What does it sound like?
Oh no! How often does the flexing
Like a flex.
occur? Oh guys, okay, let's move on to the next question quick so that you guys can stop flexing me. Right, question 2. Everyone knows the story of Jonah and the whale, but what event in Final Fantasy VI mimics that story, and what can you obtain when this happens? Everyone knows the story of Jonah and the whale, but what event in Final Fantasy VI mimics that story, and what can you obtain when this happens? Plu's had 3 flexes and has already used them. Thanks, Plu's.
I'm actually not too familiar with the original story. No.
Oh, Jonah and the whale. Yeah. Neither was I, really. I got this question from a friend, but I do know about Jonah and the whale.
I am not sure, but let's go with this.
So,
We've got answers from both our contestants.
yeah.
Are we happy with them?
Okay.
I'm not happy because I know this is wrong, because the shitty thing is I saw this yesterday and I already forgot it.
Oh. Okay. Process forgot that the quiz was today. Well, you're here now. And you know the answers to most of them.
True.
It's only question 2, we're fine. I do have a lot of flex sounds going on in my ears. Right, let's reveal the answers.
I don't want to flex this answer because I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay, so question 2 was everyone knows the story of Jonah and the whale, but what event in Final Fantasy VI mimics that story, and what can you obtain when this happens? The answer is eaten by Zone Eater to get Go-Go.
Oh, that was it. Oh, shoot.
That was one of the weirdest phrased questions.
It's a weirdly phrased question.
Oh, yeah.
Told you it was hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
So I
remember that now.
wouldn't worry about that one. But that is 1 point to Dupe and not to Suit. But it's okay. We've still got time. That was only question 2. We've still got time. Okay, chat. Can I just ask quickly? Those flex sounds, are they coming out for you too? And are they quite annoying? Because I don't know how to turn them off if I have to turn them off. You can hear them. They're not very loud, but they are annoying, or you're just saying, yeah, you love it, you think they're hilarious, right? As long as our chat is over the top of the flex sound, then that's all that matters, because I don't want it to be drowning us. Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
As long as it's annoying H-bomb, it's good.
They really add to the experience. Okay, guys, thanks so much. Flex my score. Oh, yeah, funky. All right, guys, we're on to question 3. Here we go. Question 3 is... In Final Fantasy IX's auction house, you can buy items which relate to 2 characters from Final Fantasy III. What are those 2 items? So, in Final Fantasy IX's auction house, you can buy items which relate to 2 characters from Final Fantasy III. What are those 2 items? Blues is getting me the positive or negative points.
I was gonna be so disappointed in myself if I was not gonna get this, because I think I just bought them yesterday in the game. So,
and I saw it today and yesterday. So if I get one answer wrong, I'm gonna be very pissed.
Okay, Tomato, are we ready to reveal?
If these guys are happy with their answers, we've got them.
Okay, we'll reveal. So the answer for that
Doga.
one was Doga's artifact and Une's mirror. I don't know. Unai's mirror. So Doga's artifact.
I'm sorry, Sue.
And you've got Doug chain necklace. Were we marking that as 2 points, Tomato? Or are we marking it as 1? Was it 1 for each, or was it just going to be 1 as a whole answer?
I'm actually we have it marked down as 1 for both, but I'm thinking might as well do it. There's no reason we shouldn't do 1 for each.
Yeah.
God damn it! I hit myself.
Well, you've still got a point, Suit, so it's okay.
I do love the Great Wizard Doug.
Yes.
Doug Chain. Attorney at law.
It's fine. We'll move on to the next question. Alright, so question 4. In Final Fantasy VII, while Cloud is in a comatose state, he mentions a game that Square was currently developing. What was the name of that game?
Done.
In Final Fantasy VII, while Cloud is in a comatose state, he mentions a game that Square was currently developing. What was the
Done.
name of that game?
I remember this specifically because I knew you would have a question about this. I just knew it.
So guys in chat, you may have noticed a lot of these questions are a little bit Easter egg based. There may be a theme for this month's quiz, and I believe that it was Tom Highwind that suggested the theme for the Easter quiz back in the Christmas quiz times. And so that is what all of these questions are. Well, most of these questions are vaguely based around. Okay, have we got our answers?
Vaguely. We are.
I don't know
Are we
this.
happy?
Really?
Wrong answer, but it's there.
I like what you have put.
Yeah, okay, I'll reveal the answers. So the real answer was Xenogears, and Suit's written Xenogears, and Dupe's put Tifa pre-order Final Fantasy VIII. Beautiful!
I like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I was literally thinking they could try and work this out by just going, well, what other games did Square put out after 7? Like quite soon? Oh, 8. Yeah, all right.
Yep. Yeah, that was good. That's a great answer. Not quite right, but it was a good answer. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay.
I should have done that.
Fair.
All right, question 5. In Final Fantasy XV, Noctis defeats Ardyn with an attack that directly resembles which famous summon from Final Fantasy VII? In Final Fantasy XV, Noctis defeats Ardyn with an attack that directly resembles which famous summon from Final Fantasy VII?
I've not finished 15. Oh, fuck.
Oops.
Just think of the summons in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, yeah, I pretty much know them, but...
Hmm.
A lot of people in chat saying, damn, I really need to play Final Fantasy 15 again. Me too. Me too.
Same.
I rushed through it far too quickly. It's on my list to get back in because I never played the DLCs and they apparently make it a lot better than the original. So it's a future one. All right.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Both of these guys are a little bit struggling on this one, guys.
I do not know.
Are you happy with? Wow, you clearly both taking stabs in the dark. But...
So what you're saying is our answers are not correct.
Let's reveal the answers, shall we? Okay, the real answer was Knights of the Round, and Suit has Goliath, which I don't believe is a summon in Final Fantasy VII, and Odin.
Yeah.
Odin on dupe. So neither of you have got the points, but that's fine. That's okay, because Final Fantasy 15.
I never finished
We
it
need
because
to
I do all
remember
the
it.
side quests. It takes forever.
Croesus
Yeah,
says,
I
I
was
think
just
he
like-
meant Titan. Yes, I think Suit did mean
Yeah,
Titan.
Titan, yeah.
I was just like logicking it, and I was between Odin and Knights of the Round for Noctis, and I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Probably
I
Odin
did
then.
not finish it, so yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people in chat are saying that 15 is good. I agree. It was
Mhm.
good in a way. It was different, and I just need to get it again. I need to play it again.
I just relaxed when I needed to drive. I just relaxed. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
let the radio
nice.
play, and
It was nice for that.
Mhm.
All right, on to question 6, I believe. Question 6.
Indeed.
Which Final Fantasy VII weapon, which is the monster weapon, can be seen in Crisis Core? Which Final Fantasy VII
Done.
weapon can be seen in Crisis Core?
the emote you sent me, by the way, on Discord when I told you that fact, I was like, this is gonna be a question, totally.
It's like, I'm not giving anything away.
No, but you literally took the Dean gif and was like, I was like, oh, I need to remember this.
Croesus says in chat, Suit was on this. Yes, Suit knew the answer to this one straight away. Yes,
We've
you
got
did.
answers from both contestants.
We've got some answers, okay, and let's reveal the answers to everybody. It was, in fact, Emerald Weapon, and you have both written Emerald Weapon. Did everybody in chat know Emerald Weapon? Ah, we'll find out at the end.
I'm gonna admit a lucky guess here. I was between Emerald and Ruby, and I was like, which one?
Yeah,
It was Emerald, yeah.
it makes sense. Yeah, it's
Okay.
going to be one of those two, isn't it? So yeah,
But
good
it,
work.
it feels bad to luck into the right answer when Suit was so knowledgeable about this one.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. I told you, your knowledge is huge. I told you so. I'm just lucky.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. Question 7. After the airship crashes in the beginning of Final Fantasy IX, the Prima Vista Band can be heard playing what famous tune during an active time event? After the airship crashes in the beginning of Final Fantasy IX, the Prima Vista Band can be heard playing what famous tune during an active time event? An ATE, some might know it as.
By the way, the answers are on screen still, so let's not write anything yet.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Jupe. Wholesome Otter in chat says, Jupe taught me this one last week.
Is it that the marching band is performing like a certain dance, or
The Prima Vista Band can be heard playing what famous tune during an active time event? It's after the airship crashes at the beginning of 9. Ness has written, this feels like a tomato question. Little tomato smug
I don't
face.
think it is.
I don't think it is,
think it is.
actually. No.
that's my answer.
Oh.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay. Are we happy with the answers?
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, we're gonna reveal these answers. Okay, so the actual answer was the Rufus welcoming ceremony. That was the tune. And Jupe has written Rufus Shinra March from Final Fantasy VII that is played for an example during the parade in Junon. I'm just writing a lot of stuff because I don't remember the name to be sure.
It was enjoyable watching that plan out.
Yes. So yeah, it was Rufus welcoming ceremony. It's all right. We'll move on to the next one, Sue. On to the next one. And I'm sure everyone in chat is either loving or hating their responses themselves right now. So don't feel alone. Don't feel alone. On to number 8. In Final Fantasy XII, the elite Mark Gilgamesh can be seen holding weapons that strongly resemble weapons from previous Final Fantasies. Name at least 3 of these weapons. So in Final Fantasy XII, Gilgamesh can be seen holding weapons that strongly resemble weapons from previous Final Fantasies. Name at least 3. Just looking for 3. And you will get 3 points if you get 3 right. Everyone in chat will only have 1 that they can actually click on, but 1 will be correct. Give Jupe a podium for his answers. That's from Crosis. Lovely. Lovely, guys. I hope you're all enjoying this at home. I hope you're all taking part in the quiz. If anyone is coming in new and you don't know, there is an extension that you have to grant permission for. Should be coming up on the screen somewhere, and you just have to grant access for it, and then it will reveal itself on screen, and then you can just click on it and press your answers, and you'll start getting points, and you can join in with everybody else. Yay! Okay, are we ready for the reveal?
I'm ready.
They're still writing down swords, but I guess
I'm ready, but
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm actually thinking of one. If it is a sword or not, I'm not sure.
Okay, three of Gilgamesh's weapons. Are we ready for that? Are we going for it? Yes. All right. We will reveal the answers. I will reveal the answers for you at home. I have my long list of Brotherhood, which was Tidus's, Buster Sword, which was Cloud's, Revolver, which was Squall's, I can't pronounce this one, but it's the Orichalcon from
Orichalcum.
Zidane. Yeah, sure, that one. From Zidane in 9. And the Zanetsuken, which is Odin's, we would also accept.
Zanetsuken, it was a blade. Oh. I was actually doubting about it. I was like, is Zanetsuken a weapon or is it just a move? I don't remember.
Yes, it is. So what we got from Suit? We've got Brotherhood, Sunblade, Gunblade, Buster Sword. So we got the Brotherhood and the Buster Sword. But I don't. Are we accepting the Sunblade or the Gunblade? The Sunblade's.
It actually is also called a gunblade. So.
I mean, the
I'd
revolver
accept-
is just a gun blade.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
accept Gunblade because
Yep.
Final Fantasy VIII harps on about his Gunblade so
Yep.
much, and they don't really call it revolver much in the story.
Yep, okay, and then Dupe's got Cloud's Buster Sword, Squall's Revolver, Zidane's Orichalcum, and Titus's brother. There we go, all good. Good, guys. Okay, well, I was hoping that you'd all do really well in that one.
Gilgamesh is one of my favorite characters, so yeah, it needs to be done.
Moving
Same.
on to question 9. Okay. In Final Fantasy 15, the name of the engine oil being sold in Hammerhead is named after a famous town in Final Fantasy 7. What is the name of that town? In Final Fantasy 15, the name of the engine oil being sold in Hammerhead is named after a famous town in Final Fantasy 7. What is the name of that town?
I had this yesterday. I hate it.
I like how Suit keeps saying, I had this yesterday. I thought about this
did.
yesterday. I remember this yesterday.
Because I said what I was doing as well with the 101 facts and the Easter eggs. I had it then.
Well, Croesus has just written, you can practically guess this one, which is true. If you think this question through, just think of the towns in Final Fantasy VII and just come up with a town from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them though. So I can also okay, so do you lose points for extra answers, because I can also list out every town in Final Fantasy VII.
We'd force you down to one town on this one.
Okay,
I'm actually
we
also
have
thinking of
answers?
another. I'm also thinking of another name, but I'm not sure if that's the correct one.
I'm just going to say go with your gut, Suit. Go with
I'm gonna
whatever
go
you
with it.
think's right.
I'm gonna go with this.
Okay.
Happy?
Okay,
I'm not
I'm
happy, but-
revealing. The answer was Junon, and you both wrote Midgar. So
Engine powered.
Best guess.
don't feel bad about that. It's a tough one. I think it's a tough one, to be honest. Okay. Hello, Nom. Welcome in. If you're new into the channel and you're not sure about what we're doing right now, you can take part in the quiz yourself. You just have to grant access to the extension, the QuizKit extension, which should be on my screen somewhere. Just grant access, and then they'll come up for you, and you can press all the buttons. Yay! Okay. Thank you, Tomato, for the exclamation mark quiz. I forgot I did that. Okay, everybody. Right, we're on the last question of the first round. Let's start. At the end of Final Fantasy IX, a play is watched by Garnet, and the actor on stage drops 2 names of characters from 2 other Final Fantasies. Whose names are they? At the end of Final Fantasy IX, a play is watched by Garnet, and the actor on stage drops 2 names of characters from 2 other Final Fantasies. Whose names? Who are those characters? Nom says, I guessed, and I got it right. Well done, Nom. Paul says, this line always made me laugh. Interesting.
Oh.
And Buttspot is still rife in my chat.
Mm-mm-mm.
I
It's
hope
a
someone
good
writes
bot.
the
He's a good
actual
bot.
butt from the butt. Thanks, Buttspot.
Fuck it. Nowhere near close, but sure.
Alright, is okay, so we're gonna reveal?
If it's the other two, I'm gonna hate myself.
Don't hate yourself, Sue. Don't hate yourself. It's fun. This is just a little bit of fun,
It's
okay?
fun. It's just
All
fun.
right. The answer is Cloud and Squall.
Oh,
As Dupe has written, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. No cloud or squall shall stand between us, or something.
It's something like that. Yeah. It's something like that.
Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. Okay, so that's the end
Sue,
of
you
the
okay?
first. That's the yeah. Are you okay, Sue? Don't hate yourself.
I'm
please.
okay. Okay.
So that's the end of the first round of questions. Let me go to the results page, which hopefully works. And then if I do show final results, oh, it's not where I want it to be on screen. But I'll
It's
move
all-
it.
it's
I'll
all right,
move it
I'm
a
not-
little. I'll
I'm
just
just
move it a little bit
Try and push it out.
That's fine.
There's two of them now. Okay,
Yeah.
there's two of them.
because there's
Nope,
the
no,
there's
that's
the
fine.
flexes again. There we go. There we go. How's that for everybody? So, in the chat current top, we've got oh, and now I can see the flexing. Oh, lovely. Okay. So, we've got a contestant number 15. And then we've got Paul, and then we've got Heatherly, and then we've got Zessel, and then we've got Wholesome Otter at number 1 right now. Good. Well, you may have lost 40,000 points in the last 2 rounds. We've still got we've got 2 more rounds that you can keep building those points back up. Don't you worry. Please beat you, Ness. Oh, it's okay. I don't know how. To be honest, I don't know how we could have. All right. So let's move back on to.
That's
We're
not the
starting
right
real
screen.
soon. It's fine.
That really shouldn't have happened because I pressed 1 on a different one on my keyboard. That shouldn't have taken me to that screen. Weird. Okay.
So we're starting from the beginning.
Round one.
No. We're now going to the picture round, everybody.
This is gonna be
Picture round.
harder for me.
Okay.
Really harder.
So hold on, we're actually going to have to see the picture, I guess.
Yes, and this is
I need to get this bigger.
Smarto. Did I send the pictures to you? I think I did.
I believe you did.
I think I did. So this is where we will probably have to send the pictures to you guys in the Let's Play Discord so you can have a good look at them. They should have been renamed so that you can't find out what they were originally called. And everyone in chat, you can see it on screen. I will be bringing them up on screen as well. Yeah, I don't know why the starting screen just came up, guys. I honestly, I have my numpad 1 is set to be my scene 1, and then my normal number 1 is set to reveal the answers that people have written down. And for some reason, OBS decided that they were exactly the same key. That's what just happened.
Am I going to just chuck all 3 of these from round 1?
They're named 1, 2, and 3, aren't they? So you guys can
Yeah.
work out which one's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be fine then. Okay, so we're gonna start the quiz. So in this one we will do 1, 2, and 3. So the first 3 are name the character, bonus points if you know which Final Fantasy it's from. And yeah, we'll do we'll number 1, 2, and 3 on your piece of paper, your sheet. Number 1, 2, and 3 down and write them down so we know which one's which. And then we'll reveal. So we're gonna do it that way. So we're gonna do these in batches of 3, everybody. So I'm just gonna do the first one for chat. Who is? Oh, it's sending rules to you guys apparently, but you will get the question in a second. Chat, do bear with me. It's because they're all separate questions, guys. I'm sorry, they have to come up as separate quizzes.
There's
Start the game.
Number 1 in the Let's Play.
Who's this? Obviously, guys in chat, you can't do the bonus points for which Final Fantasy, but these two, Suit and Dupe, can write which Final Fantasy. Your command has been murdered, Paul. Yes, for all sound alerts have been turned off for this stream.
Alright.
I feel like there's a few too many pixels in this picture.
That may happen with some of the pictures. Okay,
It's
so
fine.
Chat, I will reveal your answer, but I won't be saying it out loud, so please don't write anything in chat about the answer, because this is how I can move on to the next question, okay? So I'm just going to reveal the answer in chat, so you two as well, don't you go changing. Don't you go looking at the answer for everybody at home. So there you go, that is your answer at home. Oh, some people are bragging about it with their flexes, I see. Alright. Next question. Who's this? You kind of have to look closely on this one, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
It's Easter related.
It's a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which one? That is.
It's
Yeah.
Easter.
There's like so many in that village. How the hell am I supposed to know that one?
I know. We were especially evil with this one.
Yeah, no shit.
Especially evil.
Right, cool.
For those of you at home, if you're wondering, we don't involve anything. We only do mainline series, so we don't involve Final Fantasy 11 or 14. Because everything is in 11 and 14, so, you know, we could just have that as an answer for everything. Okay.
So we have veered into Crisis Core.
We did
territory
have one question
today.
about Crisis Core. We did do that, and we did question whether we should still do that, and we decided that we would do that. So yeah, we did have that question earlier on. We went with it anyway, because we decided you could probably still work it out, and everybody did, so it's fine. Is it because you don't love 11? No, Paul, it's because everything is in 11 and 14. It's too hard to make questions with those involved.
There
Right.
is even 100 more enemies in, like over 1,000 enemies, I think, in 14, which is ridiculous.
But there we go. I'm going to reveal the answer for you guys at home. Okay, you guys are now getting the answer. And then we're going to go to the third and final picture. When I can. Okay,
Still
so
trying to
everybody,
remember the name of
just
that
don't write it in chat.
bunny.
Don't write it in chat for me, please.
Um,
On to the next question. Let me flip it. Who's this?
Uh,
Huh?
Great artwork though.
It
It's
is
great. I love
beautiful.
the concept art. The old inky art concept art. It's just so beautiful.
It is beautiful. I mean, I saw this and I was like, I want this in the quiz. I love it. It's so cute. So yeah, hopefully you were able to work. Holy crap, this one stumped me. Yes, good.
It's that classic Final Fantasy thing. None of the concept art anyway resembles
But
any of what you see on screen.
At the same time, when you really look into it, you can work out characters from the elements within the picture.
True.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's been this question going on around Twitter, like which video game opinion has you like in a situation where everyone's pointing daggers at them. I feel like Amano's artwork, all of the characters just look the same.
Oh, I think they
This
look
could
different.
be about like 5 different characters, really.
I'm actually literally thinking of Onion Knight, but that one does not have lipstick, so that doesn't make sense. Because of the length a little bit, like how it's drawn,
What's wrong
it's
with-
short.
Oh, Onion Knight lipstick.
You see, the way I see this picture, guys. Oh, what have you just posted in chat, guys?
Cecil wanted to look in detail, so I thought
Oh,
I'd let
okay.
them just view it a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. You see, the way I saw this image, I thought, like I've said earlier, just look at the elements in the image. If you can, just consider how that could relate to a character in the Final Fantasy series.
We still don't have an answer for this last one.
Sephiroth on a Saturday night. Nice, Paul.
Reasonable.
Right.
Oh,
I'm convinced.
wait a minute. Could it be?
You gotta write something down.
Oh, thinking. Lots of thinking going on. The bigger picture makes me 100% know it is. Oh, that's good, Wholesome Otter. I'm sorry if it was too small for you guys at home. I always try and make it as big as I can for the presentation size. Everyone in chat is now looking it up on the internet to get the answer. I will be revealing the answer to you very shortly. Okay. How are we doing on responses from Suit and Dupe? There's a lot of shaking heads.
I've got one.
So you've got 2 sort of blank areas you can fill in. Do you want to
I
have a go at
know.
anything?
I mean, if it was like Fran, then literally the second one would be easy, but that's not Fran, which sucks. And I believe it's the queen of the tribe, but I don't know her name.
You might be able
The
to
worst
write
thing
that
is
down. I
the-
don't know if Tomato will allow it. You could try just writing that down and see how adjudicated Tomat feels about it.
The Viera's names are also, apart from Fran, they're also kind of difficult.
Yeah.
It's a
They're
tough
like
quiz,
traditional
guys.
High Elvish names.
We
My
had
name is
so-
Elwithrin because why not?
I'm done.
Okay, is Dupe done? Yep. We ready for
Yeah.
some reveals? Okay, so chat, I'm going to reveal your final answer, and I'm also going to reveal these guys' answers on screen at the same time, okay? So, the answers, chat already know, but the answers were Teller from Final Fantasy IV was your first one. Suit got that slightly wrong. Dupe's got it. Perfect. Teller, Final Fantasy IV. The second one is it Jote or just Jote? Which is Fran's sister and leader of Eret. I don't know how to pronounce these things. From Final Fantasy XII. Fran's sister, whatever,
Should
from
have
Final
known.
Fantasy XII. That's it, Dupe. Leader of Fran, her tribe,
That's
Final
so
Fantasy XII.
He just wrote in a rush.
Tomato, are you accepting leader of Fran, her tribe?
I'll accept Fran's sister and the leader of the tribe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the final answer was Aiko from Final Fantasy IX. And Dupe has written Aiko, but with long
Oh.
hair. I don't know, Final Fantasy IX. And Suit's
What?
written Shopkeeper, Final Fantasy III.
I
So
have
Dupe,
no
you
idea.
are correct.
It's official. Amano is trash. That doesn't look like Icon in any way.
Oh. So these are the 3 pictures. So the reason that I thought that the Aiko one was beautiful and represents Aiko is because she has Moogles flapping around her. And I personally don't know any other characters that have loads of Moogles that like to hang around them all the time.
I'm surprised
those
no one
Moogles
thought it was like
also-
Rydia.
Those Moogles also had 2 pom-poms. That's not how Moogles work.
Well, I mean, there's been many iterations of Moogles over the years.
Yeah.
There's one version of Moogles without pom-poms, I think.
Yeah. And they were beavers, weren't they, in the absolute earliest game?
Well, I mean, they were like original to be beavers, right? I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Wholesome Otter has written, there was a teeny little horn on the picture for Aiko. Was there really? Blimey. I couldn't even see that
Was there?
myself.
Was it?
No.
Oh, that is a
No,
horn.
You're all looking really close to your cameras.
Good
That's
eye.
a horn?
Cyrus.
Good eye. I was looking for the horn, but I was looking for it like below the hairline.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually is- yeah.
beautiful. Beautiful, guys. That's why I thought I had to use that picture. I thought it was beautiful. And Teller, I thought Teller was beautifully drawn, and I wanted to use those. And then we had to throw in a bunny of some form, so we went with that one. Purposefully tough, I'm afraid. So that was the first part. The next part will be name the place. And still,
God.
which Final Fantasy will it be from? So
Which will be terrible.
we are now going on to name the place. Where's this?
Oh.
Hopefully that's big enough for everybody at home.
Oh,
Pretty small in Discord as well, but
Unfortunately, yeah, some of these pictures are quite tiny.
fine.
all right, next.
Tella's gonna give you nightmares, Wholesome. No. Oh, I thought it was lovely the way he's just like posing for you. Jyoti does not fit in with the
Walmart.
other two. Well, no, but Croesus, we had to put in a lovely little bunny, you know? We had to put some form of rabbit for Easter.
You could have just put Fran in.
It's obvious.
Too easy.
It's so obvious.
Okay, so for chat, I'm going to reveal your answer now, and then we're going to move on to question 2, I guess. It's technically 5. We'll go over 2. Okay, so everybody at home is now getting their first answer. And now we'll move on to the next one. Where's this? Oh, some people be flexing, huh? Some people be flexing, huh? Oh, proud of that.
So far, I'm flexing on this round.
Good, I guess. And chat at home, you are finishing up your time for answering. We can give you your results in a second. Wholesome Otter has strong opinions on Tella that I will not get into here. Well, you are welcome to send me those opinions if you wanted to in a future conversation. I would love to hear them.
I like how you're thinking of your wording there. Like, what form? Don't email. Don't private just a future conversation.
Well, no, you could DM them if you wanted to. I'd be interested to hear, but also we have this podcast, so you know, if it's something we haven't covered, we could. Okay,
Have you done 4
I feel like
on the podcast?
I think maybe I've done 5 and not 4, but maybe I have done 4. I can't remember.
You did 1 to 3, I thought, and then.
Oh yeah, well then maybe I've done 4. Okay, I'm going to reveal the answer for everybody at home, and then we'll be moving on to the next place. This is Suit's weak spot. Do you think, Croesus?
Yeah, this is my weak spot. It is. It really is.
Oh.
And it's correct. It's Dupe's strong spot, it seems.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going on to the third and final location. Here you go. Where is this? Work it out. I just played that Final Fantasy for the first time 2 months ago. Ah, nice. Yeah, I personally.
Hey, this is Mario Kart.
Is it Mario Kart?
We should have just put in a Mario Kart track, shouldn't we?
Throw a curveball.
Next quiz. Yeah, next time.
Rainbow Road Croesus says, yeah, lots of
Yeah, I
colours.
thought the same thing actually.
Lots of colours. Okay. I can reveal the answer for chat. How's Suit and Dupe doing?
I'm done.
Suit. Do you want to put in any locations?
Sue's doing some really deep thinking here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna reveal the answer for you guys at home.
Oh, what is that fucking thing called? Oh.
Better question, what Final Fantasy is it from? What did I ask? Where is it? The name of the place? You wanted to know what Final Fantasy that was from, Zessel? Why can't you know the name of the place? Yeah, we'll be telling you in a second anyway. I'm telling you in a second. Wow, Buttspot is quite rife every now and then. Okay, how are the pair doing for some answers?
So, do you not want to put in a location for the first 2?
I have no idea where the fuck it is. So
All right,
six
all
has
right.
been
Well,
six has been ages. 8 I've never even played. So
all right. I think I'm done.
We're gonna reveal the
Fucking
answers for
suit.
that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna show it to everybody. Here are the 3 pictures again, and the answers were Nash from Final Fantasy VI, Dole from Final Fantasy VIII, and Nautilus from Final Fantasy XIII. Now, Suit and Dupe.
it was Nautilus?
That was Nautilus. I purposely wanted to throw a cheeky one in there. So, Suit's got Final Fantasy VI, which is correct. Final Fantasy VIII, which is correct. And then Golden Saucer, no. Dupe, you have got Nash, yep. Final Fantasy VI, yep. Dole, and then Final Fantasy VIII, yep. And then you wrote Gold Saucer, but then you wrote Final Fantasy XIII.
Yeah, I did remember the name of it.
Okay, well, you know, halfway there. Half a point. Or 1 point
Well, 1 point.
out of the 2. Alright, so the next one, so the next 3, I should say, are name the enemies. We normally do name the bosses, but for this one, because it's an Easter
boy.
special, it's name the enemies. So, could be more difficult.
Of course.
Could be a little bit easier. We'll see how it goes. Okay,
Thank you.
so here is the first enemy. Everybody at home, here is your who is this?
Who dis?
Who dis is actually a boss, this one.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, this is a boss.
Yeah, well, I had to make it a little bit more generic because some of them might not be. Paul says, Snuggly Bunny. Yes, of course, this is a Snuggly Bunny. Yes, that's what this one is.
Easter.
Yes.
Everyone.
This is very much an Easter thing. Cecil's written my ex. That's nice, Cecil. How lovely.
Nice hair.
Alright.
Okay, should we move on? I'll give you guys at home your answers. There is your answers. Oh, I think I was tough to you guys, actually, with your multi-choice answers on that one. I see that a couple people have gone for a different one. All right, on to the next one. Who dis?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but what's its name?
Yeah.
Easter. It's Easter, everyone.
It's Easter. It was Easter. Yay! Hello, Goose. You can still join in, see how you do if you want to take part in the quiz. We are only on round 2, so you can still answer some questions. Just remember, it's the on-screen thing, so you have to select to grant permission to QuizKit, and then it'll all come up on screen, and then you can just click on your answers when they come up on screen.
So,
Wait a minute. You don't. Fran's not an enemy.
You just say Fran's not an enemy.
Yeah.
Are you bunny blind?
Yes.
Ah.
So you can guess a numbered game as well.
Oh.
Oh yes, don't forget which you can
It's for
still
both.
get the bonus points of which Final Fantasy as well. But that's not for you guys at home. That's only for these 2. All right, I will reveal the answer in chat so you guys can work out which one it is. Once again, I was a little bit tough on you. I was a little bit mean to you guys. You did the clicky and it worked instantly. That's great to hear, Goose. Thank you. You think you have a Lalafell outfit that looks like this one? A Lalafell? What is that? It looks like a
what's that
carrot
from?
shiv. Kind of nom, yes.
Final Fantasy 14, the tiny race in that one.
Oh, okay. Right. Now, on to the next one. Udis.
Oh, come on.
Did Suit very quickly know an answer there?
He's on it.
course.
He's on it.
God.
Like, if you don't know this one, that's bad.
All right, all right.
I mean, I wouldn't have known it. I have to collect these pictures. It doesn't mean I know what they're from.
If you have played it, you will know it. Trust
Well,
me.
that's where I haven't yet, unfortunately.
This was my very first Final Fantasy game on PSP.
Okay, everybody in chat. This quiz is fiendish. Thank you, Ness. We tried.
Hey, that's a hint.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna reveal the answer to everybody at home. There is your Oh, look at you flexing. Alright, there you go, everybody at home. You know the answers now. Zessel hopes that Sooty doesn't get this one wrong.
Well, the last one, no, that I will get that right, definitely. But the rest, not so much.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this is actually the end of the picture round. So first I'm going to reveal the answers of Soot and Dupe, and then we will reveal the answers of chat for this round and see how your points are doing, okay? So, for this, the answers were Evray from Final Fantasy X, Jumping was the name of the rabbit in Final Fantasy VII, and Kraken was Final Fantasy I. And this is what we have. We've got Soot wrote Shenron and Zessel's X apparently from Final Fantasy VIII. Slightly wrong. Evray Final Fantasy X from Dupe. That is correct. Soot's written Tombury in a bunny suit celebrating Easter Final Fantasy IX. Slightly wrong. It's Easter or Fran from Final Fantasy VII. Thanks, Dupe. That's 1 point to you. And then Kraken Final Fantasy 1 for Kraken Final Fantasy 1. You guys knew that one very easily, actually, compared to the others.
I mean, it's one of the main bosses, so yeah.
Yeah. And
It's literally, it's literally one of the 4 guardians.
I've got to give you some good answers every now and then. Some good easy ones. All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
let's show the results for chat. So your picture round results. We've got we'll go from 5. Oh, how does Plews have plus points? Plews is at number 5, Heatherly is at number 4, Nom is at number 3, Zessel's at number 2, and Wholesome Otter is still at number 1.
Wow.
Good
Is that
work.
that person going? Is that the anonymous person going through the Google Drive sheet?
I don't think he has answers. I don't think he has the answers, to be honest. Anyway, we'll see. We are now moving on to round 3, which is the audio round.
This
Now,
is where I shine, usually.
The
Oh
audio.
yeah.
The audio
This is where I am
round
fun.
is very much where Tomato has a lot of fun. And the first 3 questions will all be sound effects.
Just a sample.
Yep, it works.
That was a piano.
Yep.
Correct.
Hey.
10 points.
10 points to Gryffindor.
So the first three questions will be name the sound effects and bonus points for which Final Fantasy. The following 3 will be name the Final Fantasy that the song is from, but also if you can name that song's name as well. If you want, you can write that. And then the last 3 will be they're not bassoonified versions. Tomato usually bassoonifies a version of a song, but this time he's made it something quite special, and you'll see. But what we'll be asking for, well, we'll get to that. Let's hold this off, and Tomato can explain those questions. So, sound effects are first. So I'll play these. I'll play these ones, shall I, Tomato? The sound effects.
No, I should be able to play these.
Yeah,
and
on
both,
repeat.
Everyone
should be able to hear it.
to.
Let me just start up the quiz because everybody at home is going to once again have to sit through the instructions. Sorry, guys. We'll get there. No bassoon, no Ness. It's something far better. Far better, don't you worry. I hope it's eggs cracking in a Final Fantasy theme. You'll see, Croesus.
Croesus ruined it. Oh.
You'll You'll see. This one's always tough, Otter. Don't worry. Like the audio round is always the really tough one. I personally find it really tough because I never know the names of the songs in Final Fantasy.
Well,
I'm so
usually,
evil sometimes.
usually this is where I shine, but I have a feeling this time, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Play it. Sorry.
Number 1.
Again.
Again. Just name what Final Fantasy it's from and where you might think it's from.
Sorry, chat. Sorry.
There can go and repeat.
Thank you. I pressed start game. I pressed start
Jeez.
game thinking that it was just gonna say go to question 1, and it didn't. It just started counting down question 1 for chat. So they had the question before they had the sound. Don't mind that one if you all didn't get it in time.
You still don't have an answer from either of these guys.
So
Yep.
name the sound effect, and what Final Fantasy could it be from? It's so generic though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to pause it just because I'm just conscious that it's just on loop. Do
Yeah.
you want it again? Just say.
No.
They're in focus mode now. Clues says that his strategy has been picking the top right answer the whole time, and that's how he's got these points. Olsimoto says, this sounds like everything. It's thunder snoring.
Ooh, we've
No,
got an
please, that is
answer.
not
We've
thunder.
got an answer.
At least I think. No, it's not.
We are getting some answers. I can see the answers turning up.
Well, I mean, you've heard it now. You've both put something. Let's
All
move
right,
on
we'll
to the
move on.
second
Okay,
round.
so let me
Yeah.
first reveal the answer for chat at home. There is your answer. Don't go giving it away though. Don't write anything in chat because we don't want to give anything away. And then I will let Tomato know if you could now start playing the second sound effect, please.
I'm going to take the loop off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like a looping
No.
sound like that. Okay.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
just
on
a
its
singular
own.
sound. Again.
Can I have it
What
again?
could it be?
How do I say that?
I know, it's a tough one to even
Just
think of.
Describe where you
Just
think
describe
it happens or something.
Yeah. Describe what you think it is and what you think it could be from. Croesus just started looking at the quiz. You like the choices? Thank you so much. Although the audio responses, Tomato handles the audio round, so if
Just
you,
a bit evil.
yeah, he may have given you some tough ones. Tomato gets so much joy out of this one. I want the script to be flipped, but I don't know if it can be done. I know, Ness. It would be quite interesting to have Tomato in the hot seat, but I do quite like him being my judge and adjudicator.
On the other hand, I'm sure everyone in chat also agrees that H-Bomb needs to be a contestant at some point.
No.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
No,
Yeah.
but you know that I don't know the answers already. This is the thing. I don't know anything. This is
We
why.
need to study as well. So
So we've got answers from Suit and Dupe. so-
Okay, so I'll reveal the answer for everybody at home. There is your answer.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
so
tough,
far
actually.
I've
I've
got 0
just
points.
seen how tough Tomato made that one. I probably should have rewritten the
Didn't
responses.
rewrite any of them. Oh, brilliant.
Probably should have rewritten that one. Okay, the final sound effect, please, Tomato.
Boom.
And again.
See, when I chose this one, I thought, I think I'd recognize this. And now I'm playing it and I'm going like, this is impossible.
Yep, 0 points, but I'll take it.
It's fine. Like I said, the audio round is always really tough.
Yeah, like I said.
I mean, I'll be more disappointed in myself if I don't get the music round. This is more like...
Yeah, sound effects are
Sound effects is the
really
worst.
tough.
It's a lot
Okay.
easier when you have the multiple
Gonna put a number soon?
choice.
I'm going to reveal the answer for everybody at home. I think actually I have yeah, I actually have a picture for you guys to see at home, and I didn't let you look at it. I'm sorry. There's a beautiful
Aw.
picture of Tifa.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so it was... Okay. You guessed it.
That's just a picture. It's not anything to do with the questions.
She
Okay.
says that now.
Answer reveal time.
Okay, so the answers to those three were Wu Tai Gong from Final Fantasy VII, Cursor Move from Final Fantasy VI, and a Goblin Punch from Final Fantasy IX. And this is what we have from Suit and Dupe. We have When Sephiroth Talks in Cloud's Mind. Ooh, Final Fantasy VII. Well, you got Final Fantasy VII
Correct.
out of that.
Correct.
A Gong Final Fantasy 1 to 15. We giving one of the points to that? Because it's a Wu Tai Gong?
It does recognise it's a gong, but I'm not going to accept 1 to 15.
No. Okay. And then in the menu, and the icon goes up and down, Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah.
That's the cursor moving in 6.
Yeah,
So that's correct, but the wrong Final Fantasy.
1 point. And then Dupe's just written the Easter Bunny, Fran dying, Final Fantasy 1 to 15. No. And then the final one, which was the Goblin Punch of Final Fantasy 9, you've got Blizzara, Final Fantasy 5. No. The Easter Bunny, Fran came back and started kicking butt, Final Fantasy 1 to 15. At least he wrote some answers, so it's fun.
At least
Thank
those
you,
answers.
Dupe. Thank you. But unfortunately, nil point for those ones. We always say sound effects is tough. We're now going to move on to name the song, and at least just name which Final Fantasy it is from. Don't feel like you have to do both of those ones.
You could if you don't like it as well. If it's in a place, but the song track title is officially something else, just name the place. You know, you'd be fine with that.
Okay, Tomato.
I might be super good with this, or then not.
So I'm gonna let Tomato play the song first, and then I will give chat the questions so that they've got a little bit of listening time to start with.
So we're going with number 1.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah. Everyone's popping and Suit's just thinking.
Okay. How are people feeling about that one?
That was awful.
I can
We have an answer
reveal.
from Suit, but nothing from Dupe.
Oh.
Ah,
I'm not even sure about my answer, so.
What? Just Keep to yourself. We can reveal the answer to the guys at home, so that we can prepare for the next song. Okay, guys. So you've got your answers. It's quite an even spread actually across all of those. Okay, and then we'll wait and let you guys.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Move on
I've
to
got
the
my
next.
answer, but it's.
All right, so we're going on to number 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Is that it?
Yeah.
Again,
I was
please.
also willing to.
Again, please, for chat.
oh fuck.
Okay. Hopefully that's enough time for you to work out your answers.
Oh, it's a toughie.
I'm gonna go with this.
If I got the wrong answer, then the correct answer is incorrect. Oh, really, Goose? Oh, really? Bold, says Blues.
We moving on to number 3.
I guess.
Let me reveal the answer for the guys at home. See how Goose feels about that one. That's what Blues thinks about every. Okay, and then, yeah, if you want to.
Oh no.
But which one?
Yes.
Got lots of backing singers in there as well. It's a great song.
Trying to remember the exact name of this.
Fade it out because it loops. for
Nice,
another couple
nice
of
fade,
minutes.
yeah. Chat's gone a little
Nice
bit angsty at each other over that one. Croesus said, if anyone gets this wrong, get out. And then
Well, then I'm okay. I'm leaving.
and Goose pretty much said that. Goose said, I already know I got this one wrong. So they've turned on each other. I will reveal the answer for everybody at home. And there you go. And then the final 3 questions are the beautiful things that Tomato has created for you all.
Do we not want to look at Dupe and Suit's answers?
Yes, we will.
For what we just did.
We're still waiting, aren't we? Are we waiting, or are we ready
I
for the
mean,
reveal?
so unless you
Like-
want to put a guess into the second question.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. I think
Okay.
that's
Right, so the answers for these 3 were Toza's the Village of the Small People from Final Fantasy 3, Piano
course.
Lesson from Final Fantasy 5, and Mods de Chocobo from Final Fantasy 8.
Oh, hey, no!
Mods.
A Suit has written Sailing the Boat, Final Fantasy 1, slightly wrong. Store Theme, Final Fantasy 1, slightly wrong. Piano Lesson 5 was the second one. You've written Final Fantasy 9, and Dupe's written Bart's playing piano for the 5th time in Final Fantasy 5.
I'm inclined to give a bonus point for not only getting the fact that it was a piano lesson, but guessing it was the 5th lesson, because there's 8 in the game.
Amazing.
And
Oh.
I
Second
thought
favorite
that
Final Fantasy.
Bonus points
So
are
I-
being
I'm-
given.
I'm very impressed at that.
Beautiful. And then the final one, Monster Chocobo from Final Fantasy 8. Suit's got Final Fantasy 13 riding a
I
Chocobo.
have no
Dupe's
idea.
got Something to Chocobo. Chocobo riding theme from Final Fantasy 8.
I was gonna accept riding a chocobo as in general, because I mean, who's gonna remember because there's
The actual name,
they're
yeah.
all called Modster, Sinnoh de Choc. They're all various things of that. So
Yeah.
remembering it's the riding theme is adequate for me.
Yep. Okay, so that's that round. Well, that part of that round. Now we're going to be going on to
Oh boy.
Tomato's very special made music. Now Tomato can take over this and talk us through what he's done.
Oh boy.
So just are we doing the same thing where we have to do all 3 and
We'll
then
be
reveal
doing
the
3,
answers
yep.
to chat?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. Just so I'm clear. So this time, because Easter eggs, I thought it'd be nice to get some cameos in or something. So what I've done is I actually got some special guest stars from the Final Fantasy series. They're here with me tonight, just off camera. So yeah, just bear that in mind. They are here and listening to this. So don't be crass. We spent a lot of time working on these. So what we're asking, as usual, is what is the Final Fantasy song and which is the Final Fantasy? But can you name our special guest stars? Our special Easter eggy stars?
Oh fuck.
We can start off with number 1. I'm going to do the thing and then H-Bomb will run the...
Yes, you start the song, and I will start the question for chat after a little bit so that they've got time to start hearing it first.
So, just a forewarning, then this first one especially, maybe a little volume warning for folks.
Cool.
The
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
working with this person was actually really, really fun. But they may have gotten a bit over enthusiastic, I feel. So, are we ready? Are we ready? All
Go for it.
comfy? All right. 3, 2, 1. Smooth noise. Wait for it. Right.
Ah, continue.
That's as much as you get. I thought it'd be too obvious.
I mean that's
It's beautiful, isn't it?
it is.
Also, who is the special guest star? Who?
Yeah, write that down
It-
if you can think
the
that one as well.
songwriter or
No. There was a little.
No. We've gotten guests from the actual Final Fantasy series to perform these songs for you. We've spent the last month working on these together in a studio.
So it's actually a sample, is what we're saying, isn't it? It's a sample.
No. They're here, right? They're right here. If I didn't want to reveal the answer, they'd be talking right now.
Yeah.
Goose has said,
Amazing.
"This is amazing. Inject this into my veins."
I can send you a copy later, Goose.
Yes. So, how many points
We've
do I
got an
need to
answer.
kick tomorrow to our future shows known as? These are amazing. You haven't heard the best one yet.
I don't know
Okay.
which one H1 thinks is the. I think this might be H1's
The
favorite.
noisiest and most harrowing. Okay, I'm gonna reveal the answer of that one for you guys at home, so you know what you just had. Although I'm not actually revealing the guest star in that, so that
Actually,
hasn't been
sweet.
written in. So you'll find that out at the end. So special. Here is your answer, which a lot of you did very well with. Plues probably didn't on that one, by the looks of some of the responses. Okay, and is Suit and Dupe ready?
You're happy with your answers,
To
I
move
guess,
on?
unless you wanted to hear it again. But let's find
A
out.
little
I
bit,
mean, I do
just a
want to
little
hear it
bit.
again as well.
Yeah.
We can listen to
We
it
can
again.
hear
if
it
you want.
again.
Yeah. Good tune.
Good tune. Good tune. Baseline, yeah.
Nice.
It's good fun to join in. Good fun to join in.
Croesus wrote, "Tomato's brain doesn't operate like the rest of us." And
That's a
Zessel
great
says,
song.
"This hurts my soul." Aw.
No, it's a great song.
Needs more cowbell.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough. We're ready to move on to number 2.
We can move on
Yeah.
to number 2.
Right, so yeah, this one's a bit easier on the ears, you know, bit easier on the ears. I think I'll stop it there.
I have no fucking clue.
What? It's a classic.
No, the first one is a classic.
Yeah.
This is I don't know even.
I'm having trouble with the perform. Can we get that again?
I have
You want-
trouble
you want
with
it again?
everything. I have trouble with everything.
That honestly
Yep.
sounded like Croesus smells at that point. It's
Well,
like
he does,
Tomato had
with his nose.
a secret little message in there. Croesus smells.
problem
Croesus
with the-
smells.
The problem with the performer is that it's clearly somebody saying press something, A or X.
Yeah.
But like, this isn't Metal Gear. Characters don't usually say press a button in Final Fantasy games
Nope.
out loud.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to reveal the answer to the guys at home while Suit and Dupe continue to think about it. Croesus is
Hmm.
agreeing, actually, that Croesus smells. Okay.
Oh.
Now, chat, did you prefer the first song or the second song? Which one of those did you actually like listening to more? Probably the first one.
Performance are here, by the way. Again,
Just because it's
Mind
like the top one, the first one was probably a bit more. You could work it out, I guess. You could probably work that one out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody struggled. Everybody in chat struggled with that song, actually. Oh, apart from one person who was flexing. Paul liked his ears as they were. Okay. Should we move on to the next one?
We can move on to the next one if you want.
Yeah.
We can move
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
Now, this guy, I won't lie, hard to work with. Very hard to work with. You know, just difficult. So say what you like about this guy. So we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
There you go.
oh no.
Oh my!
Yes.
Oh no!
There was still time.
Pretty
for
easy, isn't
chat.
I think it's easy. I'm not sure yet, though.
Oh my
It's.
god.
You think that was loud? The first one was loud. This was louder.
I maybe should have warned about that one as well.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Is there an easier part of that song that we could play that's not so
I
harsh
can-
on the ears?
I can continue it off.
That was terrible.
I can't do that without breaking into
Oh.
a smile. It's too beautiful. It's too beautiful what we made here. It's too beautiful. As a pain as he was to work with, it's magic.
I'm so confused by the sound. Even though I know the song, but I can't
Yeah.
I can't write it down. The sound.
Yes, exactly. I have the same shit.
I'm broken. Oh.
Just say if you want it again.
Someone clip this. Someone clip this, please.
Did anyone ever think they would want the bassoons back? I know, Ness. I know, right? God.
This is actually a spawn of hell. Holy shit.
Oh, it's good.
This is abomination. This is like skulls coming out of each other and giving each other sounds. This is.
Okay, I will reveal the answer to you guys in chat, so you know what the hell Tomato just played to you.
I
Okay.
actually need a pee now. Excuse me. a moment.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we'll let Suit and Dupe think on that one. I do have the tunes myself as well, so if you did want to listen to them again whilst Tomato's out, then you can.
I don't even know if I want to hear it.
Yeah,
again.
I don't know, like, oh my god, it hurts. I've listened to it a few times now, and every time it breaks me. I can't cope with what he's created. The fact that he created that tune and just made it a song in the first place.
I mean, the sample is like, I don't know what's happening, because I 100% know this song,
Yeah.
but like it just broke my brain. I can't.
I have the same thing. Like, I'm not even sure of this because I'm definitely sure that I'm wrong. But this is the only thing I can come up with. I have nothing else.
That's okay. There's quite a lot of chat. Earlier on, Croesus said, "How many squirrels did Tomato have to choke to get that beat?" Swiggle says, "Oh my god, this sounds like the inside of my head.
Whoa.
This is what I hear on a daily basis."
Wasn't that fun?
That's the new song the Wardens in Guantanamo are playing for the inmates from Paul. Thank you, Paul. Cecil says, "Lol, no copyright claim on that." Nope. Tomato enjoys his work way too much, says Funky. Tomato's sick dance move, says Croesus.
I can bust a move every now and again.
That was amazing, says Wholesome Otter. Thank you, Wholesome Otter. They're almost as good as watching Tomato sing karaoke. When did we see Tomato sing karaoke? Was that Yakuza times?
I will always sing along to Yakuza karaoke.
Tomato should make ringtones. Okay. Do we have answers from Suit and Dupe?
So, do you want to
I
fill in?
guess
You've got
so.
a few gaps.
I have no idea. I don't
You
even
happy?
want to hear the third one again, so I'm gonna keep it like
You
this.
just don't want it. Oh, how dare! Well,
I'll listen to it
let's-
after the stream.
Yes, we will. We can listen to it after the stream. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go through those. Well, Tomato can Tomato can say the answers, but I will also show which Final Fantasies they were from on screen. So, Tomato, please run us through
Oh,
those
there's
3
9.
songs and Final Fantasies.
Shit.
So,
What is going
obviously,
on?
It is 9.
How did
Battle
I
on the
get
Big
9
Bridge.
wrong?
That was Battle on the or Clash on the Big Bridge, Clash at the Big Bridge, from Final Fantasy V.
Yeah, that was easy.
And as you may have noticed, we have the brilliant mind of Kefka in. Hello, say hello.
Yes.
See, he's pretty happy all the time. It's been great to work with him. He's been working on like remixes. Like, can you show us what you've been working on? Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what he's been up to.
Yeah.
So that was the first
Yeah.
one.
That was the first one.
I'll just show that. I'll show the responses that we got for Suit and Dupe, which was Clash on the Bridge, Battle on the Big Bridge, Final Fantasy V, Kefka. So both of you have got those. We'd give all the points for those, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Complete full marks all round there.
My
Okay.
dying friend.
Now-
Jesus Christ.
Now, second one was
The second one is our kind of Easter thing. It's Mog's house from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Though
what was the
it
sound?
can be heard elsewhere in the game. So I'm willing to let a point be added there. If anyone's got the location. I don't know if you've revealed this on their
This one?
answers on screen.
the Suit didn't
Yeah.
get this one. Dupe's written Honeybee in from Final Fantasy VII, sung by Colonel Campbell from Metal Gear Solid.
Press the X button to duck. No, this was actually sung and performed by he's in a lot of Final Fantasy voice acting. It's of course
Prison, where else?
Balthier.
Oh.
Prison, where else?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Yeah.
anything like it in the song though. I've
Yeah,
never got that
no.
one.
Else.
Yeah, Balthier. He really likes his
Yeah.
prison, and Yeah. there we go. That's the answer number 2. But I don't think we. Oh, sorry, Dupe. Yeah, so Dupe, you technically get. It does play at the
Honeybee.
Honeybee Inn.
Mm-hmm.
And it is from Final Fantasy VII. So that's 2 points to Dupe there.
Mm.
And last but not least, of course, I have too much fun with this one.
Clearly.
The final one, Festival of the Hunt from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
And who was
This was
the
Final.
extra?
Oh, I like that. It was a bit much working with them because I mean, just can you reveal yourself? And that's pretty much all I got out of them.
What?
Oh well, no. Like you can, if anyone doesn't recognize that, that is in fact Barrett from Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Wow.
But yeah, really difficult. You ask him a question, Barrett, what you been up to? Can you say what's your favorite member of Avalanche? And that's. Do you want to go get some lunch or something after this? No. That was different. That didn't work. It's really, you can't get anything out of him. It's just no. Anyway,
Yes.
So for that one,
Really difficult to work with.
Suit didn't get any points. Dupe's written boss theme from 8, sang by a dying Fran, I guess. What the fuck have you done, Tomato? There we go.
Can I request like a negative point for myself?
Oh.
Because like I don't know how this sample really broke my brain, because like I played the Festival of the Hunt this week in Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, but is it going male 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 male? It's great, isn't it? See? Spot on. Spot on.
So I'm now going to show the results to chat, because they've got chat results as well. So for chat, we...
Did you enjoy working on that this week? Can't get a straight answer out of it.
Oh, you're breaking people, Tomato. Okay, so in 5th point in chat is Goose. 4th is Paul. 3rd is Rixcam. Hello, Rixcam. 2nd is Wholesome Otter, and 1st is Heatherly. So that's the final results for the picture round. No, the audio round, sorry. And so that's the 3 rounds that you guys in chat can take part in, because the final round is the buzzer round for Suit and Dupe. So, Tomato, do you know what points we're at with Suit and Dupe?
I'm so far behind.
I'm
That is
afraid
what
the
I know.
pitch around done you dirty. So
Yeah.
that's where you really fell down. So Dupe is sitting strong at 37 points, and Suit, I'm afraid you're tailing behind at 19.
It's something.
Oh. Exactly, it is. So
If I can at least get 20, I'm good.
So now the way that the buzzer round works is they each have a buzzer, as you can see, and it's whichever one gets in there first. We'll ask for the answer of, so no shouting out the answer. Wait for us to say your name. And Tomato will be keeping score. So, are we ready for the final 10 questions? Make sure that your buzzers are near your microphones, I suppose. I think that's the way it'll work. Okay. What's the name of the bar you collect flyers for in Final Fantasy VII? That's Dupe.
Turtles Paradise.
That is correct. Question 2. In Crisis Core... Uh-oh, it's another Crisis Core one. Don't hate us.
Give it to me.
You should be able to work this one out. In Crisis Core, what famous character from the main game of Final Fantasy VII can you discover but not actually speak with because he is sleeping? Dupe.
Vincent.
Correct.
Oh, I was going to go for...
Thank you, Tomato.
Stop it!
Question 3. What mythological creature is depicted as 2 brothers in Final Fantasy VIII? Dupe?
Minotaur.
That is correct.
I'm so gonna lose here.
Question...
Come on, Sweet. You want your goals to get 20.
Yeah, I know.
Question 4. In Final Fantasy III, what ability can Ifrit use that isn't Fire Element? In Final Fantasy III, what ability can Ifrit use that isn't Fire Element?
No one's getting this.
Yeah, I think this is a tough one that Tomato threw in, guys. Cecil says, "Oh, nice question." Oh. Yes, Suit.
Wind? Aereo?
That is incorrect. Does Dupe have anything like to
That was
try?
a pretty confident buzzer, though.
Not really.
Can't go confident on the buzzer.
Final Final Fantasy.
I mean, I'm
3?
guessing it's like white magic summon thing, but I don't remember what that is. No.
So we'll pass on this one. It was
Mm.
it was Healing Light.
Yeah.
Okay, question 5. In Final Fantasy IX, what is the name of the character that is secretly Gilgamesh?
Oh shit. Oh no.
Did Sue hit that first? Because it was
I did hit that first, but
I heard the before the ting.
yeah.
So
And now
Sue,
he and now
got an
he's
answer?
regretting his decision.
like I can see the
buzz arounds
character.
are all about.
What is the name of the character that is secretly Gilgamesh? We need the name, please. Otherwise, it's going to dupe.
Oh, I can see the character in front of me, but oh no. No.
Boop, 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 boop.
No, go. That's
Dupe.
fine.
Well, technically, their name is Gilgamesh because yes, that's the name.
Yes.
And technically, they have a lot of names in a lot of places, but the only name that we learn of, I do believe, is Alleyway Jack in Alexandria.
Oh,
That is correct.
Ding 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 ding.
Sue, come
I
back to
knew
us.
it had something with alleyway, but I couldn't remember the rest.
Come back to us, Sue. It's okay. It's
No.
okay. You've got 5 more questions, okay?
Worth
Alright.
at least 5 points each.
If only that was true.
Okay, question 6. In which Final Fantasy does Bahamut first appear? That's how I pronounce it anyway. Dupe?
Oh,
3.
No.
Suit?
Suit, do you want to answer?
1.
That is correct.
Correct.
I'm done.
You go all right, Sue. It's all good. We're getting there.
I got 20.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ada. I know Wholesome Ada is very disappointed in me right now. Bahamut is Ada's favorite summon.
Oh, okay. All right. Question 7. How do you find the hidden 15 puzzle minigame that is in Final Fantasy 1? How do you find the hidden 15 puzzle minigame that is in Final Fantasy 1? Suit?
You're sailing on a boat and you're pushing the buttons in a certain order.
Do you know the buttons? It's such a tough question, to be honest.
I believe select L and R.
That is incorrect, and I don't think Tomato would even let it pass for any of what Suit said so far. Would we pass over to Dupe?
Shoot.
I mean, that that's more than I was gonna say. I was just gonna say you go on a ship and you press some buttons. I don't remember the combo either. So I mean, from my point of view, Suit's got it. But if that's unacceptable, then I don't have anything better either.
Okay. Tomato, how do you feel about the answers that we've been given?
I would have accepted the right button combination because the number of times you have to press it's varied, and technically the way the buttons have described, but it's always been A and B or confirm and cancel together a multiple of times. And it's varied from game to game, so that's what I was really looking for. To be really evil and slow down the buzz around all of a sudden.
It's okay. We're coming to the end now. So, question 8. In Final Fantasy V, which weapon gets stronger the more you run away? Dupe.
The chicken knife.
That is correct.
Hey.
That was
There's
a
a
wonderful
weapon.
ring of the cowbell as well. It's
There was
beautifully
a
done.
weapon called a chicken knife.
Yeah.
That's
you
a
choose
must-have.
between the You choose between the chicken knife and the brave blade. The brave blade gets weaker if you run away.
I want a chicken knife. Because that would be the most hilarious thing ever.
Yes. Okay, question 9. What bonus minigame can be played after Final Fantasy IX's end credits?
Damn it.
Sorry, I kind of messed that question up, Dupe.
Blackjack.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Alright, our final question.
This is the hardest question.
It's a long one as well. Let me make sure I get... Yeah, this is a very longly worded question that I gained from Croesus, so we can all blame Croesus for this one at the end, okay, everybody? If you are carrying too much materia in Final Fantasy VII and you try to pick up another, the game alerts you and asks you to remove one first. There are 2 materia in the game that are missable because of a bug, and they will disappear instead. Name one of them. Let me read that out again. If you are carrying too much materia in Final Fantasy VII and you try to pick up another one, the game alerts you and asks you to remove one first. There are 2 materia in the game that are missable because of a bug, and they will disappear instead. Name one of them.
Nope.
Go on, Jupe.
I mean, I don't know, so I'll just go for a try here and guess one that could be it. And I do believe underwater materia could sounds like it could possibly be one of those. So I'm gonna say underwater materia.
Okay, apparently that is incorrect.
Ah.
Suit, would you like to throw any materia names from Final Fantasy VII at us?
Holy.
No.
I already dropped down my 2.
I know.
have no-
The answers that we have here are Kajata and Final Attack.
Huh.
There we go. That was the answers that we had. So let me see. I don't think I have a way of seeing if chat themselves had any. No, I can't see if chat themselves had any ultimate points winner, unfortunately, because I didn't have a Plus that was able to count all of the points that you got over the course of it. But I mean, I think it was pretty close with like Zessel, Heatherly, and Wholesome Otter. Maybe you 3 seemed pretty high throughout the whole quiz today. So that's that. So Tomato, would you like to give us the final points that Suit and Dupe have got? Who's the winner of today?
Well, who is it?
So, believe it or not, with a runaway lead right at the end, the winner is, of course, Dupe with 43 points. Suit, though, fought valiantly and achieved his goal of getting 20 points.
Oh, yay!
Congratulations!
Good work!
I knew I wouldn't win, but still, I said I wouldn't go down without a fight. So,
No, that's brilliant. And you reached your goal of 20 as well. So it's all good. Yay! Congrats, everybody. And congrats, everybody at home as well for taking part in the quiz. I hope you enjoyed it. We always have quite a bit of fun playing around, answering the questions. Creating the questions is the tough part. And I honestly don't know when we would next have a Final Fantasy quiz because, you know, we've not really got a big thing coming up, and the previous ones were Halloween and Christmas. So,
well, when
Summer
is the
Queen.
next
Halloween.
summer, yeah, or Halloween gives me a good bit of time to work one out. But I hope
actually.
Go on.
My apologies.
That's okay. So, what were you saying?
When is actually the next podcast coming up?
The next podcast will be next month in May, and I don't remember what one I have organised because I haven't organised it yet. But there will be another Final Fantasy podcast, our normal podcast. We do one every month, and it's just we have guests on like we have right now, and we talk about a specific Final Fantasy or, you know, a collection, like we've done the 1 to 3 Final Fantasies in one podcast episode before. And you guys in chat can ask questions to whoever is the guest of that Final Fantasy podcast. If any of you in chat would actually like to take part in the podcast, you are also welcome to. All you have to do is just drop me a DM, drop me a whisper, just connect with me somewhere and let me know that you'd be interested in taking part in any of the podcasts, and I will add you to the list and we'll work it all out. But yeah, I hope you all had lots of fun tonight. I had lots of fun. I think we all lost it a little bit in Tomato's audio round, but that was still extremely enjoyable. And thank you very much for that, Tomato. So we'll... Oh, have you muted yourself, Tomato?
Yeah, he did.
And to our special guest, of course. That's what
Special
I'm trying to say.
guests. Yes.
A special guest.
Yes.
Special guests.
Wedge and all of that.
Guests.
Big shout out to
Special
Wed.
guests. And so yeah, so let's just say goodbye to everybody. So Sue, if you would like to let us know when you're streaming, what you're streaming, and just say your final piece.
Well, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow in the evening. I actually do not have an idea yet what I'm going to be doing. However, I have something planned for next week. And so, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And it's going to be Dark Souls related.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I'm going to be starting that on Tuesday. So, yeah, that's going to be
Cool.
very interesting.
Exciting. And Jupe, what about yourself?
Yeah, I stream every day at Dupefort Gaming. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy IX tomorrow. I swear I will listen to the things and remember them. But I'm doing a level one playthrough in Final Fantasy IX.
Nice.
Starts tomorrow, like 3.5 hours ago from this, but tomorrow. So
Yeah.
so that time, and also we're going to be starting Final Fantasy Tactics on Friday.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's another thing I'd like to
Oh,
mention.
yes, it's a
And-
big week of
and
Final
my-
Fantasy on Jupe's channel this week.
Yeah. My final piece is that we need to rise up with the chat and force H-Bomb to participate in one of these.
I agree.
No, Croesus has already suggested that, and I said that I'd just leave the Discord. So there's no way that you can get me to do it. I'd just drop out.
I will message Discord, and that they will have a function that you cannot leave a chat.
And Tomato, what about yourself?
I haven't thought much past today, to be honest. So, I'm currently, what was it? I'm doing Cadence of Hyrule and Naruto Boy, which you recommended me. Which is the most 80s platformer there is. Like, for real. It is literally the most 80s thing you can possibly find.
In a
Nice.
fun way, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess if you hate the 80s. If you're not if you hate Tron, don't play this, like yeah, it's good fun.
Cool.
I'll maybe continue tomorrow. I play a lot of Rise and a lot of Final Fantasy, so whenever.
There we go. And I personally will be starting Final Fantasy 12 on Friday. I think a few people will be a little bit happy about that because I was stuck on Final Fantasy 10 for many months. So we're finally getting into 12 this Friday. But thank you everybody for being here. Thank you Sue and Jupe and Tomato for joining me on this quiz. Thank you chat for taking part. I hope you really enjoyed it. And have a wonderful rest of this Easter week. We'll call it Easter still. We'll call it Easter even though it's done. And thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you all soon. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.